Hey everybody, sorry for the cutoff at the middle of last part of this episode interruption. Anyway, getting back, I was saying that this is a possible future. They do a lot of miniseries that involve possibility for futures, but this is becoming more and more along the lines of a definite future for
I
Batman.
noticed something. It's like a comic of its own it's developing. But I have
Basically,
a question.
yeah, it is. It's a title of its own.
My question is this. All these miniseries, do they basically stray so much away from the original concept of the comic character?
Some do, some don't. It depends on what type of mini it is. If it's a mini that takes place during the continuity, then no, it doesn't. If it's a mini that takes place on the side, like a side story,
But during the continuity.
then it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Now, moving along, DC Universe Legacies, number 5, all about the first crisis. That's basically it. It's all about the first crisis. I did not like the second story, which was Strange Adventures. Never liked the Strange, really. Never really got into him. Adam Strange, I'm talking about. Never got into Adam Strange at all. So the whole story is about the crisis. This is like a backup story, like stuff that was happening that they didn't show you in the crisis of Infinite Earths that happened back in 1986. So anything that they didn't show you in that series, they kind of put little pieces of it in here. And then the next comic, part 6, is going to be the aftermath of everything that happened here. So that's the next part. I absolutely say grab it because DC Comics is celebrating their 75th year of being in publication. This is the way they're celebrating. They're showing you all from where they started all the way to present day. The universe.
It's kind of cool how they went back to '86 and they incorporated it.
They went way back. They went back to when they first started.
That's
It was
cool.
really good. Okay, now this week is kind of a tie for comic book of the week. First off is Brightest Day number 10. It was okay. It involved Aqualad, the new Aqualad, his origins basically. You find out that he's Black Manta's son, of course. But you found that all out in the last issue, but now he finds out. And it turns out Mira is the one that took him away and gave him to the family that he's with, and that's how he got away from Black Manta. And this family raised him, kind of like a Superman story. It's kind of like Superman. These people raise him, then they admit to him he's not their child and that he's got power and da-da-da.
Sounds similar.
Well, as a second story, Firestorm, the professor is explaining to them about the Matrix, how they can't get mad, because if they get mad, they'll cause a huge explosion. They'll be the only two people left existing in the entire universe, and everything else is going to go. And then it turns out inside the Firestorm Matrix is the Black Lantern Firestorm, which I'll talk about in the issue that comes out in October. But basically, in the end, he splits. Firestorm splits, and out of the Matrix comes the Black Lantern Firestorm, and that's kind of where they leave you off. Oh, and before that, Black Manta tries to kill Aqualad's stepfather, and as he's ready to kill him, Aquaman shows up. Next issue, the throwdown between Aquaman and Black Manta. Finally, after so many years of Aquaman being dead, it's coming back. So the next issue looks to be really awesome. I can't wait for it. It was okay. It was good. You know, things are starting to heat up because we're getting to that, you know, the end game of Brightest Day. You know, I believe it's only 24 issues, 12 months. It seems right. You know, 1 full year of Brightest Day. I really don't know. There's no end issue. It just keeps going and going. So, I don't know. Everything's still tied into it. Now, Green Lantern, Emerald Warriors, number 2. Basically, to sum the whole thing up, Guy Gardner admits that he has to go find a Blue Lantern to completely become cured of the Red Lantern stuff that's still in his blood. So he goes to the Blue Lantern planet, and this happens. That's it. I basically just summed the whole thing up. He goes to the Blue Lantern place. I love the artwork. The artwork is really good. I'm liking all of the Green Lantern titles. All the Green Lantern titles are really, really good. And what's her name is having is having nightmares about Sodom Yat, who was the former Ion, who is now no longer Ion because the Guardian or whatever hooded thing that's collecting all the entities took it away from him, and now he's alive again, but he's on Earth. He's on whatever planet he was protecting. And that basically sums up the entire story, and it's all leading into them facing off against a new foe. But it leads off with this.
Good.
I'm enjoying Emerald Warriors. It has promise.
I do have one question.
Yes.
Out of this one and Aqualad, which one do you prefer?
Honestly,
I think this
I like
sound more interesting.
that one has a lot of like Brightest Day has a lot of Aquaman, Black Manta. I never liked Aquaman, so really, Firestorm's very interesting. I used to like Ronnie Firestorm, the first Firestorm. I'm hoping that when all this is done, he becomes Firestorm again. But Emerald Warriors is a new series. It involves Guy Gardner, Kilowog, and a bunch of other people, and it involves all the Lanterns. I'm actually really into Green Lantern now. If I had to drop all my titles except 2, Superman and all the Superman titles and all the Green Lantern titles would be the only things I collected.
Okay.
So I'm loving the Lantern titles and I'm loving Superman. Of course, I'm Superman diehard. So I would have to say this. If I had to choose, that's why I left this for last.
The reason I was asking is because this is Brightest Day and that one's Brightest Day.
It's a tie-in. It ties in. This,
okay.
this Flash, Green Arrow, Birds of Prey, which I don't get, Justice League, Lost Generations, which I don't get. All are tied into this. And Green Lantern
Now I
also. Okay. And I believe Teen Titans will now. Okay, let's sum up this day so we can get into the next episode. Green Lantern Emerald Warriors 2. Absolutely pick it up. Loving the series thus far. Brightest Day 10. If you're not on board with this, I'm sure the trade paperback of the first 12 issues will be out pretty soon. But I would definitely pick it up. DC Universe Legacies number 5. Really good. I'm enjoying it. It's only, I believe, 12 parts long. Check it out. Batman Beyond Part 4 of 6. Starting to get crappy. And they've announced an ongoing, which I'm not getting because I can't stand this artwork. Dawn.
Absolutely pick it up.
Okay.
But once again, mature audience.
It's Image Comics, guys. You'll be seeing a lot of independent brand comics coming soon to my review. X-23 number 1. Enjoying it thus far? I say check it out. Steve Rogers Super Soldier. I'm praying the rumors are true and this is going to become an ongoing part 3 of 4. Awesome. Pick it up. Astonishing Spider-Man and Wolverine part 3 of 6. Halfway point, it's got potential, I hope still, but it's getting old. Incredible Hulks, I'm number 613, getting tired of the Hulk family, done. You won't be seeing it anymore, goodbye. Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, part 3 of 4, love the artwork, love the story, check it out. The final Web of Spider-Man 12, the story was okay, but it's over now, so it doesn't matter. I'd say grab it if you want. Amazing Spider-Man 643, like I said, I'm not getting Amazing Spider-Man once the story's over. I'm really not even really reviewing this story because it's a piece of shit. And then finally, Halo Fall of Reach, part 1 of 4. If you're a Halo fan, you'll be getting it. If you're not, you won't be getting it. And thus, that's the end. So, hope you guys enjoyed this week's comic books. We'll be back in a few moments with the next episode. See you soon.
Peace and chicken grease.
Later. See you.
Bye.
Yeah. See you soon.